Hello, welcome to Mystic Moons. I hope everyone's doing well. It's a rainy pre-dawn morning night up in the mountains. But Mystic Moons is up as usual, late at night, early morning. Doesn't this incense look beautiful? This is strange color red. Fire is amazing. You can sincerely believe it was a gift from one of the lower G gods. Don't you think? So many things are attributed to fire. I mean, smoke. There's smoke, there's fire. I grew up hearing that phrase, where there's smoke, there's fire. And of course, if you smell something burning, you better check it out. And this leads us to pick up on that rumor that's going around the internet that Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber, 32-year-old Canadian singer who has been through a lot. And he has tons of money and tons of attention and tons of everything that a lot of people would want. But the mystery is, how did he get there? How did he get there? And how can he... And we've heard many things about how he got there. We all know about Diddy and the trial. The trial of Diddy, big thing, which was nothing ever got discussed. Nothing, except his girlfriend. But I mean, Diddy was in for racketeering, for a lot of pedophilia, a lot of brutality, a lot of unlicensed activities, a lot of things that you wouldn't think that should be involved with culture, right? With culture. So today we're going to explore the fact that we heard this rumor that Justin Bieber is ready to fight. He's ready to get revenge. Revenge! He's going to put those MFs where they put him when he was a kid. Justin Bieber has been on the scene since he was like 14, 15. And whom did he hang out with? 40-year-old men. Men who have been up and down, dragged on the sidewalk, on the toilet lids of whose apartments, houses, homes, bots, boats, yachts, skyscrapers, whatever. I mean, where hasn't Justin Bieber been? Now, we know a little bit about him, that he was born, single mom. She had a tough time, and he's been through a lot, and he had to grow up fast. Even if you tell a kid to grow up fast, they still are children. They still are little ones. I mean, you can't grow up fast. You can only grow up according to, how you feel and think. And the adults around you, and you seem to think it is for until you're older anyway, right? Remember being a kid? And then early teenagers, that somehow adults had power. Even my opera singing Siamese cat wants to chime in this one. And we all seen these clips of Diddy like being lent to, not Diddy, Bieber, Justin being lent to Diddy for a couple days. And he was only like 15, 16. Dude, I don't even think he was 16 then. He was grooming him. And then his strange behavior after. We've all seen these things, of which at the time, Justin Bieber wasn't ready to deal with it. Well, now he is. So we're going to see if he's really ready to fight against the entitled pedophilia that reigns supreme in the United States. Right? We can't deny it. We've all heard the Q words, pizza, hot dogs, and other terms of consumption, right? We all heard that. And we do know that there's double meanings. Pizzagate, everybody's heard of Pizzagate. I mean, I don't eat pizza myself, but that's not the reason why. But however, very, very clever. When something gets to be funneled down from the entitled ones to you and I and everybody else, it's so transparent and it's so plentiful. It's so common. It's expected. And you've been around music types, maybe you have. I've met a few music people myself. In fact, I do know a few record label people, all right? Used to. In fact, I was offered a job, but to replace the person who got shot in the back. And this was up there in the top 2 or 3 record labels too. And I went, no thanks. And the Clyde Davis, was that one that went to jail? I forget his name. But anyway, the point is, it's a skeevy business. It's amazing in the United States how a lot of cultural things, painting, dancing, music, academia even, has a lot of smudginess to it. Smudginess, you could say. A lot of iffy things connected with it. And it's one thing about talent. A lot of people have talent. A lot of people are talented, and given the opportunity to flourish, they could become bigger talents, right? And some people, but that gateway to be open the door for you, a lot of times it involves some hee and some unnecessary swag, give it to me. And some of us have been unlucky enough to hear that. And some of us have been lucky enough to walk away from that. But however, Justin Bieber was not one of the lucky ones to walk away from it. No, he had to endure. Justin Bieber had to endure that stuff. And now he's ready. He says, enough. He's manned up. He's ready to go full blasters. He's ready to become a warrior. He's ready to have that not repeated to someone else. Now, this is pretty explosive, don't you think? And he's looking for revenge. That's the whole thing, too. He says, why the hell did I have to go through all that? Is it worth it? But now that he has all the money, all the fame, everything, he feels empty. You can even see why he takes his Bible thing. He's a born-again Christian. He walks with Jesus now. Jesus is holding him together. Jesus. And Jesus is going to give him strength. Give him strength to get what he has to do. Lead by example. So far, he's done hints. He's had photographs of pizza and his kid eating pizza, films. He's had words. He's been taunting. He's been putting out bait. Well, now he's ready, all games aside. Now let's see if he really is going to make, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Let's find out. Let's ask the cosmic oneness of humanity. Is Justin Bieber ready to become a crusader, a leader, a fighter, a warrior, a master, a man? Is he really ready to put his horrible experiences aside? Can't bury them, but not to let anybody else have this type of background. It's not worth it. Why in the United States do we have to have such? I mean, other countries too. It's just not this country. Why do we have to have this type of flavor connected with creativity, art, inner? One of the things that makes us really beautiful, our creativity, whether it be in science, whether it be in engineering, whether it be in the arts. Why do we have to have this? Let me squeeze it. look at me, give it to me. Why do we have to have that yuck? Why do we have to have the perversion? Why? In this case, we know a lot of people in show business have said inappropriate things to younger actors, painters, dancers, scientists, have said certain things. And it's kind of common knowledge if you want to get to head. If you want to get to head, spread. Bend over and spread, right? Now, why is this element so prevailing in our culture? And when, only until we have those who have felt this, those who are strong enough to say, no, no, I will not whore for this wonderful experience of being a human any longer. I will not. I will not. And I'll dare you to have taken advantage. So let's just see. We're going to connect with that cosmic energy. So sit down and be prepared to lend your feeling of indignation, your feeling of decency, your feeling of humanity. We're human, right? And our spirits all come together on this one. And lend Justin and think about what he went through. Think about it. I mean, it is horrific. It is. It is. And it's not something that you or I will most likely ever go through. But there's somebody out there who's being groomed. Did you know that 300,000 children per year in this country go missing? Missing. 300,000 children. And what do they do? Nothing. They used to put them on the milk carton ads, I think. Yeah, missing child. But everyone knows, even Jeffrey Epstein, after he was long dead and gone, he still had an account with some shipping company dealing in shipping containers, those steel ones, of which they have used for ages to transport little babies, little children, male or female. And what did they do with them? We've all heard reports about the entitled, the people that are so rich, they feel entitled to use other humans as sport, consumption of either physical or just to do it. Depravity. We live in a very depraved, satanic reality. And anyone who does anything to hurt the children deserves the most vile revenge going, right? They do. To hurt the children, to hurt a life. All right, so let's pick. Let's look at this. Now I look at the back of the cards. And if you, thanks for the likes, I appreciate it. And if you'd like to become a member of this channel, a moonwalker, well, memberships are always appreciated, and that's how we grow. And we can also join together, even in a more enveloped, positive manner, to see this. Because I mean, as we live in this particular time and place in which humans are we're not really appreciated. We're constantly, only if we have lots of dough, lots of money, millions in the bank, do we even get to be some sort of maybe toy or something worth playing with, right? Something like that. We'll take this one. Now let me see, which one of these little demons, these little creatures, are speaking to me about Justin Bieber's his fight, his need for revenge, because he's out and he's got the big guns now. He's got the big guns, and no one knows. You have to be in a business to know what's really going on, right? You have to be in it. You have to know people. And it is, when you're younger, it's very easy to know people, because they assume, because they're older, that they know more than you, and that you're hungry, but you could see the saliva dripping down from their lips as they hush, 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 come. And they're not unopposed to drugging people. There are videos of Justin Bieber being drugged, being this, being that. I mean, it's no secret. We all know that he went through hell. And his behavior, And now he's going to take them on. So let's just see if he's really, really ready. He's a dangerous situation. And they're always afraid. Like, even there was an altercation between Usher and Justin Bieber recently. Oh, they know they're going to get popped. They know. There's so many people that have been, ha ha. Which one? This one. I'll take one more. And let's see if we can just see how the state of mind. Okay, this looks like a little revenge. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we get from the spirits, okay? From the consciousness of the situation. This is a heavy topic. This is a very heavy topic. Taking someone and mistreating them, and then for a reason. For a reason. Because you can. Let's see, wait a minute. Let me turn these around. I don't like to deal with reversals. I'm going to turn these around. Okay. Now, first one I got? Okay. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth energy, an idea. So he has an idea for, it's a renewal. To put things right, to set things right, to come out of the closet, to acknowledge that he was done wrong. So this kind of earth energy is, of course, connected with wealth, because we have the coins. We have this lush scene here. Okay, so he was a trade-off. You give me yourself to me, and I will give you this. A way of obtaining earth riches, wealth. Right? So, but, okay. Everybody wants to be successful. And this is also maybe the way it should be. The concept. Page is the concept. The next one that we pulled is the Emperor. This could be very much like Diddy. This could be very much like the industry. Could be very much the pedophilia, the sexual abuse of minors, of children, of people. If you want to get something, you have to do something. Okay, I can give you that, but what are you going to give me? And it's not like, well, I could smile, I could sing, I could dance. No. I can create. No. Give me something. Give me you. I want to use you. This Emperor looks very ominous, doesn't it? Business. The business. The opposition. This is like, cough it up. Next card we got. Another pentacle. 7 of Pentacles. This is almost what we were just saying a moment ago. What are you going to give me if I give you the opportunity? Right? What are you going to give me? Trade-off. Sexual pleasure. Thank you, Global. What are you going to do for me? How are you going to make it worth my while? Listen, kid, there are a million kids out there who can sing and dance and they look cute. And what do you got that's so special? Little kid goes, well, let me see drop your pants, right? That's what they do. And then he didn't even have adults around him who were guiding, who knew the freaks that exist in this atmosphere, who know, hi, how are you? Hi, love. Yes. So, This was the great. Have you ever been in a room and some predator is looking at you, and you're there for an interview, and then you're surrounded by opulence, surrounded by all these things that you knew it cost lots of money. You knew this place because you were in a mansion. You were in a mansion with very upscale things around you, and then this person comes, male or female, in a smoking jacket, and then just he sizes you up, and then he tries to see if he can make you do something. Do something. And you're there totally unprepared. Totally unprepared. That's part of the game. It's like, oh, the look on the face. Oh, oh. Then they can tell right away if you are going to do it or you're not. And generally, if you're not going to do their kinky little wishes, out the door you go. You go, oh. And then you wonder when you're outside, what was that all about? What was that all about? The next card we get. What is this? The Wheel of Fortune. I wonder what kind of wheel this is. Right? I guess it's the choice. You decide to go like Justin did for the money, even though he was a kid, because he remembered his mother, he remembered his home life, he remembered that he had to get out of what he was involved in, like that scummy little life, somebody knocking on the door, where's my money, where's the rent, having to eat like a bowl of cereal for like the day's food, and see his siblings just eating a bowl of cereal, and then the mother, I want the money, I want the money. You can get the money, kid. You can get. You're really good. You're cute. You're this. You're that. You're this. You're that. You have talent. Of course, the thought that her child would be sexually abused, or his child would be sexually abused. They don't want to think that way. These type of adults, right? Or his friend, the manager's not thinking about like, well, go in the office, kid, go in the office, go in the office, go in the office. Well, Justin went in the office by himself. He spent this and that with some very old, decrepit men. And he did what he did. And that's been eating him up ever since. Thank you very much. He's been eating him. I mean, once you do wrong, you do the dirty, you do the bad, and you say like, okay, so at least I'm eating tonight, or do this or do that. I mean, just think hypothetically. But it eats away at you when you do the bad, when you lie, when you involved in someone. It just feels dirty. And then if you're taking drugs to like soften it, to cloud it up. You still know what you've done. And then years and years, and then you get everybody, oh, you're so great, you're so great. Oh, Justin. And then you have these adults, young teenager, 15, 16, asking him about his sexual history when he wanted to talk about his music. 14, 15 years old, he was on the scene with all these pervs, all these pedophiles. So, I mean, Justin, we have to cut Justin a lot of slack. But now that he decided to be a man, to have some dignity, to take the chance to be a real human, we have to applaud him. The Wheel of Fortune, that's his fortune. His fortune is being able to look himself in the mirror and find light and strength, because that's where it starts. Light and strength is when you look in the mirror and you say, I can do this. I'm not scum. I'm not trash. No, I am a person. I am a human being. I am a child of God. I am Jesus' soldier. That's what he's telling himself day in and day. And damn if he isn't, excuse my language, he's going ahead. And he's not just using it indiscriminately. No. Does he have the power? Is he really going to do it? But the Wheel of Fortune seems to me that he actually is going to go beyond the little yummy record songs and the poetry. And he's going to get down to go, you SOB. You filthy thing. You are guilty. And then we we have the Four of Wands. Well, the Four of Wands is probably his religious group, his Pentecostal friends, pastor, where he finds his strength. Now he has an inner strength. He's finally, at 32 years old, in the business for over 20 years, he finally has found the strength given to him by the divine, to be able to realize that he isn't crap. He isn't whom he has been having to play. He isn't guilty of all those filthy things he had to do. He's ready to stop. And the retribution is to stop the scene. Stop the scene. Come clean. So the next one we got now, let's see what this is. Okay, so let's say he's found the strength. He feels protected. He knows what he has to do. Thank you for the likes, appreciate it. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Yes. I would say that he found his fortune in his faith, in his belief in Jesus. And Jesus will lead him through the path that he is about to take. And maybe in this corruption, in this crazy reality that we all are existing in right now, where the victims carry a heavy wound, a heavy burden, whereas the perpetrators of these crimes go around, oh, la 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 la, there's no nothing. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I'm innocent. So I would say, we look to find some very interesting things about him. We look to find that he is on a path of righteousness, finally. Does he have the strength? Right now he has the strength. Right now he has decided that human spirit is the most valuable thing. You can't buy spirit with money. You can't buy good fortune. I don't mean a fortune. I mean good fortune. You need to have light on your side. You need to believe in the power of being a human, of being righteous, of being empathetic. You need to grow up. We all need to grow up and stop fantasizing. It doesn't concern me. What do I care? Oh, yeah? Your child or your friend or your friend's kid has been listening to his music, listening to this, grooving, your body moves, just to certain beats. And then how can you feel all this grooviness? I'll use that old word. All this, wow, I feel good. When this person who's singing this song was tortured. He was tortured. He didn't do this of his own volition. I'm going to get up and blah, blah, blank, 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 to blank, 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 blank. No, he was a pawn. He was used. He was abused. Some people die before they ever can come to that realization or have the strength to point the finger. And then he knows when he points his finger how long retribution. Hell is a big place. We all know hell is a big place, right? And people who are the demons that are dancing around, prancing around satanic hell raising, they're out there. Their little meons, their minions are everywhere. You can see them, just imitation ones. But Justin knows some real demons. So let's keep him in our thoughts and hope that he can remain in the light and with us, with us, with us. And will he save the children? Save the children. Remember, we should all do something about this way that this atmosphere in this country and elsewhere too is just crumbling. Our humanness, our humanity, we're just falling off a cliff. So we've got to start. Baby step, a small thing, a big thing. We've got to come together, people. We've got to come together and say, no, stop it. Stop the abuse of the children, of the adults, of people, of the human race. What is your opinion about this? I say we all send energy. We all send energy to Justin Bieber, that he doesn't lose sight, he doesn't get weak-kneed. Because we know the people that he's going up can do anything. The only thing about this, sorry about your ears, but there is a lot of evil. The only thing about this case is that Justin has just as much money as his abusers now, just as much clout, just as much power, in a different way, but just as much power. But however, whenever you're battling evil, you must be vigilant. And you never know where that slime will ooze through. You never know. You have to be watchful. But it's time for all of us to make a decision. What side of the fence are you looking at? Which direction are you going to go? Up or down? Up or down? Up or down? Hello, Barbara. How are you? Yes. So, be interesting to see just who. Well, did he finally get it? Usher? And we've also heard things about Oprah. We've heard things about Will Smith. We've heard things about Anton, forget his name, Kutcher. We've heard many things. We've heard the word pizza in White House blogs. We've heard Epstein filthiness happening everywhere. Zero Ranch. There's so many things that we are kept in the dark because they do not want to see our revulsion. Justin is a leader of the Crusade to free the children. For freedom. There's one thing about knowing and experiencing and knowing that its facts are facts. Gives you a lot of power. Well, I'm going to conclude this. I'm sticking around. If you have any questions or you have anything to add, please do. This is a big moment in our evolution, really. A big moment to stand up and be a man. Like we must be a man and be a woman. Well, let's go. Go ahead, Justin. Do it.